So on the basis of a comfortable posture, then do close your eyes, and in the blackness of your inner vision, do rekindle that beautiful image of the planet. And just remember that it's teetering on the edge right now. It's teetering on the edge. So much devastation. And that the cause of this enormous devastation resides in the hearts and minds of every living being, driven by trauma and stress. You get hatred, you get greed, you get prejudice and not knowing. And the macrocosm reflects the microcosm. Look in your own life. The devastation in your own life of not knowing who you really are, of thinking that you know who you really are, being compelled by greed, hatred, and prejudice. Then imagine that together our work here beginning to soften and slow down. First, slowing the mind down. Then remembering or seeing the story of who you think you are has never been you. That you're just really just a collection of habits. And we try to exercise our mind in a new direction, cultivating love and compassion and integrity and intelligence. And imagine that beginning to ripple or kindle like a light inside of you. Beautiful white light illuminates at your heart center. Flame of knowledge, of knowing who you really are, connected inextricably with all life. And on the basis of that knowing, an enormous wave of love floods you. Completely in love with all of life. And that loving light begins to emanate from your heart center into the space here at Tibet House. And as it emanates, it touches all the hearts and minds of all your yogis, inspiring them, reminding them who they really are, kindling love and compassion. Suddenly an illuminated Tibet House, brilliant, cell phones and everything, teaching us that we can be loving and compassionate. And water in the pipes is teaching us we can be loving and compassionate and patient. The sound of the traffic is teaching us to be loving and compassionate and patient. And that love and compassion begins to emanate into the streets below and down every corridor and highway, kindling each and every person it touches. Reminds them of their own interconnectivity with all of life. From them emanates love and compassion instantaneously with that knowledge. into the Bronx now, spreading up now, state by state, emanating this lovely light northeast into Boston, calming all the hearts and minds, remembering and reminding that war and hatred isn't effective, it only creates and breeds more violence. That education and understanding is the only way forward. People only need more love. Let it blanket the entire nation in your mind's eye. Big wave of solidarity unfolding in this nation. And all the weaponry is put down. An end to guns and violence. A shift in priority where education becomes first and foremost based on mindfulness, starting from our youngest all the way up through. Imagine all the corporate organizations shifting their emphasis away from profit and into education, into mindfulness and yoga, into environmental causes, into social justice and activism. Suddenly the entire nation becomes a beacon of social engagement, mobilized like a military of love. And imagine that sweeping the entire planet into Europe, where it easily takes, and on into Africa, into Asia, all the way around until the entire planet has this kindling effect of reason, sanity, love, and compassion. Imagine that planet now completely illuminated. The waters, the forests, the sky, everything becomes pristine, beautiful, tranquil. Returns to natural balance. The ecosystems, all the way down to the very cells of our bodies, return to natural balance. Beautiful green planet. Please join me in imagining that vision. How can it be possible if we don't even see it in our mind's eye? There is a green garden on every rooftop on this planet. There is a yoga center and soup kitchen in every basement of every single building. Over the internet, we channel collective energy useful for all living beings. A complete internet, free for all living beings. Every Ford factory, every tank factory becomes a place to generate solar power. Suddenly, everybody's natural humanness, creativity, intelligence begins to come forth. Everybody feels like they have a meaningful place in the larger human family. Unbelievable. So just breathe with me for a minute. And then take a moment for your own reflection. How can you contribute? What can you do between now and next week to contribute to that vision? And then let's dedicate the tremendous energy we've created together so that one day we can manifest, one day soon, I hope, that beautiful vision.
Shine.